Hi, I'm Chris Miglino with Sequire Spotlight. I am here with Yuval Cohen from Massivit. Yuval, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. So, Massivit trades on the Tel Aviv Stock Exchange under the symbol MSVT. So, you've heard a lot about 3D printing. You probably think about a 3D printer that you see in the store and you think, oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll get that for the kids. But there are massive 3D printers that are out there that are building real life applications. And you guys are working on that.
Exactly.
Tell us about the industry. Tell us what's going on in the business.
Okay, so Massivit is the manufacturer of large-scale 3D printers. You probably know the printers that you can buy in any Home Depot, which are more or less for table 3D printers. But our printers are really huge. For example, what is your height, if I may ask?
5'8".
Okay, so that means that we can actually print you a full mannequin of you in 5 to 6 hours only.
My wife would like this. One is enough, she says.
Just to compare it in any other technology, 3D printing technology, that would take 6 to 7 days. Just to give you the proportion, 5 to 6 hours instead of 6 to 7 days.
Wow.
Okay, we have more than 50 patents on the technology. Okay, and our main claim to fame is the ability to print at least 30 times faster than any other printing technology.
So, give us an example of what kind of things are you printing? What is the market that that really needs this?
Okay, so any market that needs large scale printing, like the automotive, like the marine, like the rail, we are there. We have customers in all these verticals, and if I can show you some samples within a few minutes of what we are doing, and we have basically two main technologies. The first generation of our machines is his name is GDP, gel dispensing printing, meaning that we are printing a fully hollow objects with our gel. It's in the viscosity of honey or toothpaste. And in Gen 2, what we are doing is that we are printing a shell, a hollow shell, and inside we cast different materials. And this is a major breakthrough going to the engineering industries. Okay? And that is in use cases going for molding industries and for the entertainment. For example, Disney has just bought one of our machines exactly for that, for printing huge molds for their theming park.
So is your business making and selling the machines, or do people contract with you to print products for them?
No, we are not a service bureau.
Okay.
They have the machine. Of course, they must buy it from us. And the most important thing is that they must buy the consumables, the ink, from us.
So recurring revenue.
Recurring revenue, the razor blade, idle, exactly that. And just for example, I have here, over here, this is just...
Oh, that's heavy.
That's heavy, exactly. That is that exact...
What is this made out of?
I will explain.
Easy.
Exactly.
I didn't expect this to be so heavy.
This is Gen 2. In Gen 2, as you can see over here, we are printing a shell, and inside we cast another material. Okay? This is a different material from the shell. Then, when you have this part printed, you just dip it in the water, the folds are crumbled away, and you have your final part here.
Which is the inside.
This is a mold. This is a mold for composite material. Okay, this is a bike seat.
Okay, so this is the mold that.
This is the mold that makes the final part.
And are you printing this as well, or just the mold itself?
No, this is a mold itself for carbon fiber. Okay, this is carbon fiber cloth. You must have a mold. You put the carbon on it. You put it in vacuum. Okay, and you have the final part, which is that.
That's how carbon fiber is made.
Exactly.
Look how light this is, and this turns into this.
Exactly.
And I see it's amazing. Look at this. This is just like a cloth.
Exactly.
That they put into this 3D printed. This is made out of with the 3D printer molding, and then this mold that they have creates this seat, which is
exactly.
And your printer is creating this whole mold that does this.
Exactly.
So that the opportunities of this are endless.
Endless.
And anything that is creating a mold or any type of construction could be using this.
Yes.
Any product.
Now, currently we have two materials. The first material is this material for the molding industry for composite materials. Okay? As we said before, the carbon, okay, which is being used, all over the world.
This is a bike seat.
This is a bike seat, yes. And it's being used for the automotive industries, for the marine industries, for the aerospace industries, and as you see here, for consumer goods. You have bikes today that are being made out of it from carbon fiber because it's very light and very hard.
Yeah, this is solid. Now, tell us about this. What's
okay?
One?
This is the second material that we have released. This is a flame retardant material, and this is the reason Disney bought our machine to create full mannequins for the trimming part. Okay, from flame retardant material.
So they're printing the mannequins.
Exactly.
So they no longer have to buy mannequins. They're printing their own.
They're printing their own mannequins, and
they can print the characters,
of course, and they do it with the Massivit. We believe it will take them, as we said before, fraction of the time that they are using today. Because right now, let's say you need a flop of Mickey Mouse, then you must start from a big bulk of any material and then to subscribe from it until you get the Mickey Mouse. Right now, you don't need it anymore. You have the file, the 3D printing file, you put it in the machine, and you have the final part from from this material, which is flame retardant. It has all the certificates from the US about it, and this is a major breakthrough in the team.
Fascinating. Okay, so you are selling them the printer. You have, how many different printers do you have that you sell? Because they come in different sizes.
No. There's only one size, but we have three different models. We have the Massivit 1800 and 5000, which is the Gen 1, the Generation 1, which is printing with the gel. Okay, and the second generation is the Massivit 10,000, which printing the mold and this material as well. Now we have a huge, as we said before, we have in 3D printing there are three main barriers: the speed, the size, and the materials. The speed and the size are being tackled in Gen 1, and the third barrier, the materials, is being tackled in Gen 2, because as we said before, we are printing a hollow shell and we cast inside. Okay? So basically, we can cast any material that comes in the viscosity of a honey. Okay? And for that reason, we have a new collaboration with Sequire, which is a Swiss-based company selling more than $11 billion per year. It has a market share of more than $40 billion in the Swiss market. And with them, we believe we have already started developing three new materials for other verticals, for the aerospace and so on. And basically, we can print wood. We have
wood.
We can not tomorrow morning,
Right.
not tomorrow morning, but we can take sawdust, and mix it with our binders, and cast inside, as you see here, instead of this material, we can cast inside the new
So
material.
you can make steps. You could say
Exactly.
home products.
Home products. We can make furniture and so on. Of course, it's not gonna be mass market. Okay, we are not talking about replacing IKEA, for example.
Right.
Okay, but if you are a very wealthy person and you want a one piece only for yourself, then you go to your architect and he will be able to print with the Massivit 10,000 a unique furniture for you. It will be
amazing.
exactly.
It is really incredible. I mean, this is revolutionizing. You know, I remember the first time somebody told me about 3D printing.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't get it. I was like, what do you mean? It's printing an object. Like, what is this? You know, how does this work? What is it doing? But now the industry has evolved so much.
Yeah.
And what do you think? You know, I see a lot of stuff about printing houses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people are trying to print homes.
Exactly.
Is this something that you guys think that your machines will ever be able to do, or you're more focused on product side of it?
Well, the main Massivit is relatively small company, and the name of the game is focus.
Right.
Okay, we cannot expand, to
Every market.
To every market. This is the reason. For example, the wood market is something that we are thinking of, and we have proof of concept, but it's not for tomorrow morning.
Right.
Okay. Now, basically, our machine can be manufactured in any size you want. We decided to put it in a container size in order, we will be able to ship it. Okay, so it's more or less 5 meters on over 2 meters, over 2.5 meters. That's it.
What does a machine cost?
In Gen 1, we started about $269,000, and the second
US dollars.
US dollar, of course. The Massivit 5,000 cost $485,000, and the Massivit 10,000 is between $600,000 to $700,000, depend on some.
But I mean, if you're spending, I mean, it's worth it. It probably pays itself off.
Yes, and the main focus over here, the main point over here, is the recurring revenue, as we said before. The first generation is printing totally hollow, so the gel consumable, the gel consumption is not very high. We know from our customers, they use a few hundred of kilos per year. Sorry. In the second generation, as you saw in your hands, this is quite heavy.
Yeah, very.
So we are expecting our customers to use few tons, okay? At least 10 times more than in Gen 1. Meaning that we are talking about recurring revenue of about $200,000 per machine per year, okay? And that is a huge step forward. Yes, exactly. And with the collaboration with Sequire, we believe will get us there much faster than we would do by ourselves. It's a material company. They have thousands of chemists over there. Okay, we have a chemist. We have 5 chemists in our company. It's a different ball game.
So let's talk about where do you are they then manufacturing the filler product?
Yes.
Okay, and so you're in collaboration with them.
We are with a collaboration with them, to take their materials and to adjust them in order to be printed in our machine, okay? And all our 10,000 machine, the Gen 2, will be in co-branding with Sequire. You will see, like in your computer, that you have Intel inside. That would be exactly the same model. You have Massivit and Sequire inside, and it will be on the printer and on the gels as well.
So tell us a little bit about where we are with the revenue for the company, the latest reports that you have, and what do you think are some of the KPIs for this year? Like, what can investors be looking for from you guys?
Okay, so basically we ended the 2023 with the revenue of $15 million. That was an increase of about 25% comparing to 2022. Well, basically we were in a much higher pace till the end of the third quarter. We were in a pace of more than 50% growth. Unfortunately, everyone knows what happened in Israel during the fourth quarter, which is get the fourth quarter to be a little bit slower than we expected. And still we finished the year with 25% growth.
But everything's back on track now? Is everything back to full speed as we speak today?
I cannot say everything, but it, from day to day, it becomes better and better.
Right.
And I must emphasize that we have a gross margin of 54%. And the gross margin on consumables is even higher than the gross margin on the machines, meaning that as we sell more Massivit 10,000 and as our customers consume more materials, then the part of the consumables from the total revenue will become greater, meaning the gross margin will become higher. And this is exactly where we are aiming. And, it's scalable. As I said before, we can print, not for tomorrow morning, but we can print marble stone. We can print wood. We can print whatever you want, whatever material that you bring to us in a viscosity of a hand, which can cast inside.
What would make you happy by the end of this year? What do you want to see? What's
at least 60% year over year.
I don't see why you couldn't have it. That is just fascinating.
Me too. I believe this is achievable. And, sky's the limit for Massivit.
Wow. All right, guys. So check it out. And if you want to buy one so you can start printing your own furniture, it's just $269,000. You can get one, or you can buy the stock instead. So MSVT, Massivit 3D printing. Yuval, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
At the time. Thank you.